Welcome to the Pick Vault. Taking sports gambling to the next level. No more winging it. It's time to get paid. We're a sports gambling consultation firm. We use sports, news, sports data, stats, and analytics. And we help you unlock your money. Get ready to start winning. This is the Pick Vault.
It's the Pick Vault. Gonna sit you down and listen to this real talk. Ain't no first or second option, this the default. Turning picks into these dollars, gonna let them fall. Raining down these daily winnings like an aerosol. Analytics calculated just to win it all. Problems when it comes to choosing, we got all them solved. Got the picks that need him fixed, and you know who to call. Cause this the Pick Vault.
And he is right. That is J Live Official. If you guys haven't checked him out, he just released a new album on Instagram. Make sure you guys go check him out at J Live Official on Instagram. And guess what? It is Monday, and it's time for Monday Night Football. Tonight we got a great matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. And here we are today. I'm Matt Taylor alongside my co-host, my brother from another mother, Sally Picks 585 Bets. And guess what? Today you guys have a treat because Sally Picks is in Las Vegas and he's coming to us live right now from the Cabana at the Circa in Las Vegas. Sally, welcome to the Pick Vault. And what do you got to say to the people out there? Because like I said before, you're in Vegas now. You're hotter than a pistol. And so is the Pick Vault heading into tonight.
All I'm going to say is, PV, I love you. Thank you for having me on your show. You are my little brother. We've been hotter than a fucking pistol. Guys, I'm out here. I'm live from Vegas. I'm over here at the Circa Sports Lounge. They got Sally Picks in the fucking cabana. We went 3-0 yesterday. We're going to go 4-0. I am the best camper in the fucking world. When are you going to jump on the train? When are you going to jump on the train? Because this train is moving at a high speed, and it's hard to stop a moving fucking train. Let's go. Choo-choo. Choo-choo. Let's go.
So as Sally mentioned, he goes 3 for 3 yesterday. I'm going to work with the audio here over here on my end, so you're going to hear, a little bit of a different style here on the podcast. But as I mentioned, Sally mentioned it here. I mean, he goes 3-0 yesterday. The Pick Vault had a huge day again yesterday, a huge day again the day before, and back-to-back bid days hitting into this now Monday Night Football matchup. And Sal, again, as we look at this game, we're talking about the 3-2 New Orleans Saints traveling to play in the 12th man. Everyone knows Seattle's a tough place to play against the 2-4 Seattle Seahawks. And there's two things we got to touch on here. Obviously, no Russell Wilson for the Seattle Seahawks. And obviously, a new quarterback, no Drew Brees. We're talking about Jameis Winston-led Saints team coming in to play the Seattle Seahawks. So Sal, off the bat, before we get into this game and dive in more exclusively, tell me what your gut feeling is, what's your initial reaction. We're talking about Gino Smith against Jameis Winston, and obviously the underlying story is Pete Carroll against Sean Payton.
Look, Gino Smith, yeah, it was years ago. He was a number 1 draft pick. He went to the Jets. It didn't work out. He's been a backup for the last few years now. Same situation with James Winston. He went to Tampa Bay, first-round pick. It didn't work out there. They got Tom Brady now. They're doing great. I think this is a good fit, though, for Winston. I think he's playing good ball. He doesn't have a ton of total passing yards, but he's got a lot of touchdowns and small interceptions. On the other side, Gino Smith, last week they threw him into they were at Heights Field. Look, Russell went down. They weren't expecting that. Gino was in a tight situation last week. He's got another week to prep for this fucking game. Look, I think Gino's got to manage the game today. If he can manage this game, that 12th man in Seattle, and Seattle is 0-2 at home this year. Just remember that 12th man. I'm going to go with a remedy my dad, rest in peace, Vito, my pops. He always told me, night football, home team with the points, night football, take the fucking points in the home team. I might have to go with that theory. Let's keep talking, but that's my life in Vegas.
So again, Sally touches on a few great points. He talks about the home field advantage. Obviously, in the NFL, home field advantage is a big part. And when we talk about Seattle, Seattle has a different kind of home field advantage. That place is tough to play historically, especially in the NFC. And you got an interdivisional matchup here, not in the same, inter conference matchup here in the NFC. see. The Saints know the Seahawks well. The Seahawks know the Saints well. And look at Sally Picks, as I said. I was like, I'll keep going, but look at Sally Picks. He's at the.
We're live. Let's go, PV. I love you, PV. Let's go.
So Sally's all over the place. He's been killing it in Vegas. Everyone out there. Again, make sure you guys go check him out. If you don't follow him yet, at SallyPicks585Bets. You guys can follow him today. He's offering $100 packages for everyone out there. Make sure you guys check him out because he's in Vegas indefinitely. I don't know when he's going to make the return. I don't think he's ever going to return because for some reason, Sally looks like he's in heaven out there. So again, we're happy to have you here, Sally. But again, I'm touching on two things. You touched on the fact that Jameis Winston's going up against Gino Smith. You touched on the fact that they got home field advantage to Seahawks. But here's the thing. Jameis Winston, when he was a Buccaneer, threw a lot of picks. I mean, he was the first quarterback to ever have a 30-30 season, 30 touchdowns to 30 interceptions. Not a great one to break the record with, being the first quarterback to do so. Now we see a different Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston today, the Jameis Winston that's going into Seattle, has 12 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions on the season. He's thrown for 892 yards. He's got a 70% passer percentage. And we're talking about a different Jameis Winston led by Sean Payton, who's kind of changed up the style of play that we're used to seeing from New Orleans. And guess what? The X factor tonight on the field is not wearing Seattle uniform. The X factor tonight on the field is not somebody that's in the stands. It's not the 12th man. It's not the coaches. The X factor tonight is none other than Alvin Kamara. You got to remember, this guy's been eating everyone up. He's got 3 receiving touchdowns this season, 1 rushing touchdown this season. We're talking about 94 carries for 368 yards. And this guy's a different breed of running back because, as I mentioned, just like Christian McCaffrey was with the Carolina Panthers before he got injured, he and Alvin Kamara are 2 players that can catch the ball out of the backfield, and when they catch it out of the backfield, they're almost more dangerous as a receiver, wide receiver, running back, combo than they are as just being a running back itself and running the ball. What do you think about Alvin Kamara tonight? And really, what are you thinking about how Seattle's defense is going to be in for a treat with Alvin Kamara?
Listen, Alvin Kamara is a great player. I'm not taking nothing away from the guy. He's a stud. Okay, he's been great the last few years. This year, though, yeah, he's got 368 yards, but average per run, he's at 3.91, which is down this year, okay? He's averaging just under 4 yards a carry, okay? He's a great player. I'm not taking nothing away from him. And this Seattle defense, it's not like they're the Legion of Doom from back in the day, okay? They only got a couple players. I think one player, Bobby Wagner, from the Legion of fucking Boom. But I think tonight, the 12th man is going to be huge in Seattle tonight. They haven't won yet at home. They have not won it. And I don't know if they win the game. But I think it's going to be a dogfight. I think if Gino Smith can manage the game, I think the defense can keep him in it. And I think this game comes down to a last possession at the end. Look, I'm not taking nothing away from Alvin. I'm not taking nothing away from James. They're great players, okay? But tonight, I think Seattle's defense comes up with a couple plays. I think DK Metcalf scores maybe a touchdown, maybe even 2. I think they get the running game going, and I think Gino just has to manage it. I think it's won by a field goal. I think the +4 is a fucking gift. I think it's a gift from Vegas. I'm going with Vito, my pops. Take the home team with the points on night football. That's the theory.
Well, here's the thing. The only way that we see DK Metcalf have a big game is if Gino Smith shows up. So you can't have one without the other because you got to talk about Gino Smith has to show up. If he's going to get 2 touchdowns, DK Metcalf, that means Gino Smith's going to have to get 2 touchdown passes at least. And the only thing I will mention is Gino Smith on the year, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's got 6.9 yards per attempt. He's 33 for 49. Not terrible numbers. But last week, when we're talking about, again, going up against Pittsburgh, this team, the Seattle team, struggled to score points down the stretch, especially when the Steelers defense stepped up down, in the fourth quarter and into overtime. And all I'm going to say is this. This defense for the Saints is legit. This defense for the Saints, and frankly, right now at this point in the season, I go with a team that's playing for more. And you got to talk about the fact that this Saints team is 3-2 on the season, and they're playing for more tonight. Because if they go to 4-2, they're leading in the wild card conversation. They're right behind the Buccaneers, a game behind the Buccaneers, and they play them twice. And all of a sudden, this Saints team's right back in the conversation. The other thing I want to touch on before I throw it back your way, Sal, is this. Sean Payton, you give him a bye week, a full week off to prepare, not for Russell Wilson, not for Russell Wilson, not for a elite offense in the league. You get them to prepare a full week. This veteran team with a veteran coach, you give them a full week to prepare for Gino Smith and a Gino Smith-led offense. All I'm going to say is I believe this Saints defense is going to shock a lot of people tonight. They were able to do it week 1 against the Packers. If you remember, week 1 against the Packers, this defense picked off Aaron Rodgers twice, stopped him, slowed him down, and made him look bad. I wonder what they could do with a full week to prepare for Gino Smith.
Which is scary because I go back to that. I think Sean Payton, what is he, like 18-2 coming off a bye?
It's since 2016, the stat is since 2016 in the 4 games after the bye week, he is 18-2. Those teams, again, historically speaking, since 2016, those teams historically, after the bye week, his teams get stronger and stronger and stronger heading into the playoffs, and this team is to be feared. I'm telling you right now, people don't give credit to Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston's 12 touchdown passes, 3 picks. That's not Jameis Winston numbers.
No, he's had a great year. And he's got a lot more touchdowns than interceptions, which wasn't the case in Tampa Bay. So thus far, he's been looking really good. And look, Seattle's defense has not played good this year. If you look at it, they're 32nd in total yards given up. They're 27th in the league in passing yards. They're 20th in third downs. So look, their stats on defense this year, they're way off. They are. I just think tonight this defense is going to have to step up because you have Gino Smith in there, okay? So you're going to have this defense step up. The 12th man's going to have to step up, and I think Gino's going to have to manage the game. And look, he's not horrible. Gino is not horrible. He's not great, but I think he can manage this game tonight. I think it could be a lot closer than what you think. Look, me and you have agreed every week. We've always agreed on the same team. Your pick is what? Saints money line?
We'll get there down the stretch. Okay. We'll get there down the stretch. But here's the thing. You and I agree, and that's fine. But our picks are backed by artificial intelligence. And again, statistically speaking, Gino Smith being at the quarterback significantly impacts this game. And people want to say, oh, Gino Smith. But hold on a second. Before Gino Smith was the quarterback, this team was off. Before Gino Smith took over for Russell Wilson, Wilson was putting up bad numbers for him. So all of a sudden, maybe the problem's not Gino Smith. The problem is Pete Carroll's inability to kind of change his offensive style. Maybe the problem isn't just Gino Smith. Obviously, it's a tough situation when you put Gino Smith in the game to take over for an offense. But here's what I'm going to say. Maybe that's not the only problem with this offense. And again, when you put a veteran defense like the New Orleans Saints, I don't care what you say. It's going to come down to Gino Smith struggled throughout the course of his career when he gets pressured. And tonight, I think he's going to get a lot of pressure. We saw it last week when Watt got to him last week in Pittsburgh. When Watt got to him last week and other members of that front seven for the Steelers got there and hit him, the game changed very quickly. And again, that offense for the Steelers is nowhere near the offense that we're going to see tonight. The biggest factor that I think helps you in your point is no Taysom Hill tonight. Obviously, Taysom Hill is a big part of that offense for Sean Payton, a big part of the offense for the Saints. Again, even when they had Drew Brees, not having him impacts it. But I'm going to say this. I think it actually helps the Saints in a weird way because I believe now Jameis Winston is on the freaking stage. Jameis Winston, this is your game. You came here for one reason and one reason only. You came here to take over for Drew Brees. You came here to get on the biggest stage. You came here to be the quarterback of the future, and tonight you get that opportunity in Primetime Football on Monday Night Football, and that's where we're going to head now. Sal, you're in Vegas. So there's not a better moment for me to say this, but let's talk Vegas by the numbers. Let's see where the money is right now in this game. Talking about Monday Night Football again, Saints versus Seattle. But before we do, I have to remind Pick Vault Nation that the Pick Vault is for entertainment purposes only.
The following media content is for entertainment purposes only and should not be used for the purpose of in-person or online, legal, or illegal sports wagering or gambling of any kind. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. By continuing to watch this media content, you're accepting the Pick Vault LLC's terms of use, terms of conditions, and privacy policy located at www.thepickvault.com.
So Sal, you are in Vegas, Sal. I think you need to remind everyone out there what that number is one more time. Remind everyone in Vegas that number is 1-800-GAMBLER, because I'm sure there's a lot of people in Vegas that need that number right now in Las Vegas today. But again, we get that out of the way. Now it's time to talk Vegas by the numbers, and let's talk about the spread. So we're going to start here with the spread being 4 points. We got 55% of the total bets on the Saints -4, but here's a big factor, in my opinion. 68.5% of the total money is on the Seahawks +4. So here's the thing. If you're going, public money's all over the Saints, here's the thing. Vegas makes more money tonight if and only if the Saints cover the spread. So I'm throwing that your way, Sal, because you've been talking to me this whole week saying, hey, a lot of people are on the Seahawks. A lot of sharps are on the Seahawks, and I agree with you. That's the next point on my list. Sharps are heavily favoring the Seahawks +4 tonight. I'm throwing it your way. If you're talking about Vegas making money tonight, the only way Vegas makes money tonight is if the Saints cover the 4-point spread.
Listen, I'm the biggest shark out here in fucking Vegas. I'm the biggest fucking shark. And I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm taking the fucking points. I'm taking the home team with the fucking points. I'm taking the Seahawks +4. They got a chance to win this game tonight. I'm taking the 4. It's a fucking gift. Lock that shit in. Let's jump on the train. Let's grease these wheels. And let's fucking go. Choo-choo. Choo-choo. I'm the biggest shark. And I'm the points.
So Sal hops on the train. He's with the Sharps in Vegas right now, and he's riding with them. Again, I'm a big believer in, hey, let's not overthink it, because looking at this game on paper, again, sometimes I think people, when they're betting on sports, they like to overthink things and talk things through and try to, convince themselves that something wild's going to happen. Again, if you're just looking at this game and saying who should win the game, a Gino Smith-led Seahawks team or Jameis Winston, the starting quarterback for the Saints, heading in there with a few weapons, with Alvin Kamara, with that defense, with Sean Payton, in my opinion, there's really no question, and that's why I am rolling with, obviously, like I said, the Saints -3, but for the sake of this argument for you and I'm even going to say the Saints -4. I think the Saints blow them out tonight, and we'll dive into that later. The last thing I want to touch on here before we move on is the over-under tonight. Again, Vegas by the numbers. 61% of the bets are on the over, and 51% of the total money is on the over as well. Meaning, again, you're talking about a lot of the sharps in Vegas favor the under tonight. What do you stand on right now currently in Vegas? It's 41.5. You're there. 41.5. What do you like, the over or the under tonight, Sal?
If I was to bet it, I'm not a big over-under guy, but that over is looking really sexy to me. I think 41 points. I think it goes way over. I think there's going to be some touchdowns tonight. I love the over. I actually think I'm going to throw a little on the over. Seahawks and over. My main bet is Seahawks +4, but I love that over 41. I think it goes way over tonight.
Yeah, and I'm going to dive into the pick vault again at the end of the podcast. I'll give you guys what the pick vault is rolling with tonight and what the score projection states and everything that's supported by the artificial intelligence. I'll throw that out there at the end of this podcast. But now let's move into player props, Sal, because I know you and I have been talking a bunch. And again, we're talking about player props. Sometimes on Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, the player props is where you guys can make a ton of money across the board. Let me ask you this, Sal. Obviously, you know our whale play today for the pick vault, and anyone here that's listening on Instagram, you guys get a free whale play. Normally, this is only for paying customers of the pick vault. You guys are going to get a free whale play. The whale play tonight for the pick vault, as it pertains to player props, is Alvin Kamara, anytime touchdown scorer, currently -160 at Vegas, at DraftKings. Make sure you guys lock that in, because I think tonight, we've seen him before in Primetime Football. He shows up. If you guys remember, I think it was Thanksgiving Day last year. He put up 5 touchdown passes, broke almost every record. This guy steps up in the biggest stage, and again, tonight on the road, this is not going to be about Jameis Winston. This is going to be about Alvin Kamara and what he's able to do from the backfield, catching the ball, running the ball, and being that player. I'm going to throw it your way, Sal. What is a player prop you're looking at tonight that you love? And then I'll give the rest of the pick vault player props.
I love that Alvin Kamara anytime touchdown. I think that's a fucking lock. I think that's a winner right there. I also like DK Metcalf to get a touchdown. I think Tyler Lockett I think anytime touchdown, I like that also. Gino Smith, what is it? Over 1.5 touchdowns, Slay?
Correct.
What is the player?
Correct, yeah.
I also like Gino Smith over 1.5 touchdown passes. I think he moves the ball. I think he gets it to DK. I think he gets it to Tyler. And I think we see some fucking touchdowns. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
I love it. So the pick vault's on kind of the same boat as you, if you would. We got Alvin Kamara, anytime touchdown scorer, as I mentioned. Next on the list, DK Metcalf over 4.5 receptions. Now, here's the thing with that one. He's averaging 5.1 receptions for the year per game, and I don't think he's going to have a letdown performance tonight. If anything, I think he has a better performance than his average. So I'm rolling with, and the pick vault's rolling with, the over 4.5 receptions for DK Metcalf. Next up, Alvin Kamara. Now, this one's fun. If you guys love Alvin Kamara tonight, if you love him to score a touchdown, if you love him to have a big day, again, Alvin Kamara over 129 receiving yards plus rushing yards. So total yards from scrimmage. How many does Alvin Kamara get? I like the over. The pick vault loves the over of 129 receiving plus rushing yards for Alvin Kamara. And then last up on the list, we got Jameis Winston showing up in primetime football. His over-under for total passing yards right now in Las Vegas is 201.5 passing yards. He's going to have a day. Again, if we're talking about Kamara over getting some receiving yards, yards after catch, I believe tonight's a day. Jameis Winston shows up, and Jameis Winston gets over 201.5 passing yards for Jameis Winston. Those are the 4 pick vault plays. Again, for everyone out there, pick vault has been nonstop killing it with the player props. And frankly, you could ask Sal. Sal and I talk on the phone nonstop about every one of these primetime games, and especially down the stretch over yesterday. We had the Raiders together. I mean, Sal was by himself. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to give Sal credit where credit's due. Sal was by himself with that Bengals pick, okay? He loved that pick, and I did not love that pick. The pick vault did not love that pick. We actually were on the Ravens. I'm being transparent here. We were on the Ravens. Pick vault goes 11-4 on the day yesterday. A huge day for pick vault Nation if you guys have the app. But what I will say is this. Sal was all over the Bengals all day yesterday. And that was, to his credit, a big play. He actually even said money line, which he threw out on BR Betting, and shout out Greg Ivory. He threw that out there to everyone. I mean, into the world, as Sal says, and frankly, a big winner for everyone that followed that play as well. And yesterday, the pick vault had the Raiders as our whale play, a huge play for the pick vault, and then following it up with the Colts +4. They win straight up. And even if you guys go look at our Instagram page, and if you're a pick vault member, look at our score projection from yesterday, and we actually had the Colts winning that game as well. Across the board, not many people out there had the Colts winning that game. Not many people had the Colts +4. But Sally hopped on the train, if you would, and hopped on the Pick Vault train yesterday, and he gave that one out. And it was a huge day for Pick Vault Nation, a huge day for Sally Picks. And as I said, Sally, it's time you and I break down this game. I want your pick. I want you hopping on the train. I want you giving out your play, because it's time to lock in our bets for the night. Pick Vault Nation, get ready, because the hottest capper in the world in Las Vegas, live from the Circa, live from the Cabana, is going to give you his play for tonight. And then the pick vault's going to say, fade the hell out of him.
First things I want to say is we're nothing without a team. Me and this guy, we're a fucking team. We're a unit. I talk more to this kid than I talk to my mother, okay? We talk 100 times a day, and I'm not exaggerating. So when we give out picks, man, usually we're on the same fucking side. We work together on this, man. I couldn't be doing without it. You guys need to jump on that app. $1 a fucking day, that app is fucking gold. It's fucking gold. Coming from Sally Picks, that shit is gold. I love you, Matt. You are my guy. Now tonight, ladies and gentlemen, sports fans around the world, live from Vegas, we're taking the Seahawks. We're taking the 12th man plus the 4. Lock that shit in. Let's grease the wheels. Let's jump on the train and let's fucking go. Choo-choo! Choo-choo! Sprinkle a little on the money line. They got a chance to win this game, but we're taking +4. We're taking the Hawks. Let's go, Hawks!
All right, so Sally Picks 585 bets again, one of the hottest cappers. Man, I got to take away one of, because he is the hottest capper right now in Vegas. Anyone in Vegas, make sure you guys go check him out. Anyone across the world, if you want to make money, this guy's normally, I'm going to be honest with you, normally on the right side. Tonight, though, I don't think he is, and the Pick Vault does not agree with Sally for the first time ever in Primetime Football. So we're going to do something different. For the first time ever, Pick Vault Nation, we're going to do a Sally Picks 585 bets versus the Pick Vault. We're going head-to-head tonight because the Pick Vault play is the Saints -3 by the point, but for the sake of the argument here, I'm going to say 4 points out. You and I go head-to-head, and we'll figure out something. Loser will have to do something, and we'll do it on camera for you guys. No money involved. We'll do something on camera, though, for you guys to make sure you guys are good. But again, the Pick Vault Artificial Intelligence score projection is 25.3 for the Saints to 17.9 for the Seahawks. We actually have the simulated projection spread at 7.4 points. Again, pretty significant over the 4 that's out there. Sally was saying that the 4 was a gift from Vegas. I'm saying the 4 is a gift from Vegas, but the other way because the Saints are going to get it done. I could see this game being an annihilation, a blowout, and I'm going to say it. This is the opportunity for the Saints to have a statement win on a primetime stage. And guess what? If you're Jameis Winston and you're at home, you better show up tonight because Saints fans around the world are going to be watching you tonight. Not anyone else, watching you.
28-24 Seattle. Sprinkle it on the money line. Take the +4 though, because I can see the Saints pulling this game off. I think it's going to come down to a last possession, maybe a field goal, maybe a touchdown. I think the 4 is a gift. I'm with the Seahawks. I love this gentleman's bet we got because we're usually on the same side always, man. Because me and you talk about every fucking game. We dissect every fucking game. We talk about it. We got tools. That app is a fucking tool. But tonight, we're going head-to-head. Hey, at the end of the day, tomorrow we wake up, we talk, we laugh about it. But I'm with the Seahawks tonight. Good luck to you. You know we're going to be talking breaking balls throughout the game.
Of course.
I'm with the Hawks +4. I love being on this podcast, bro. Thank you for everything, man. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for everything from the bottom of my heart. Team Sally Picks, jump on the fucking train. We got $100 packages right now. We are killing it. Jump on the app. $1 a fucking day. It's the best fucking shit since sliced fucking bread. Let's go, guys.
Absolutely. Again, for Pick Vault Nation and Sally Picks 585 at everyone out there that follows Sally Picks, if you guys don't, as I mentioned before, make sure you guys follow him right now. For $100 for a week, you guys can't get a better deal. He's going to throw you guys a pick a day at least. I've seen him give 3, 4, 5 picks some days. He's killing it across the board. So make sure you guys check him out. If you don't, 1 week, give him a try. Give him a freaking try for 1 week. $100, throw him his way, and I guarantee you at the end of the week, you're going to be happy, and you ain't going to be paying your bookie. I'll tell you that much. And again, for Pick Vault Nation, everyone out there, we are the #1 artificial intelligence app out there right now for sports betting. You cannot find anything out there that even equates to something similar. We're giving you guys picks, player props, score projections for every game across the board. Any pick that's on our app that you guys see is above 60%. Any pick that's a best bet is above 70%. And now we've hopped on the whale plays for everyone out there that looking for a handicap service. We now are doing whale plays. We don't do them often, but when we do, and we have one out there for tonight, the whale play is Alvin Kamara, anytime touchdown score, -160. Make sure you guys lock it in. And one more time, the Pick Vault has the Saints winning tonight, 25.3 to the Seahawks, 17.9. And we have the over 41.5 because the total points the Pick Vault is projecting is 43.2. And the best bet coming your way, again, -150. The best bet coming your way is the Saints plus 3.5 and under 50.5, a 2-team, same game parlay, and get the Saints plus 3.5 and the under 50.5, -150 currently at DraftKings. Sally, before we go, I'll let you get the last word here on the Pick Vault. Let's hear it.
All I'm going to say, guys, let's grease these wheels. Let's jump on the train and let's go. Choo-choo, choo-choo. Seahawks +4. Lock that shit in. It's going to be a winner. Take it fucking. Let's go, team.
All right, so everyone out there, pick your side wisely. Are you going with Sally Picks? Or are you sticking with the Pick Vault? Let us know in the comments below, and let us know what you guys send us your tickets, because we know one person's winning, one person's losing, and it will be fun tomorrow when we wake up to kind of bust balls, as Sally said. And look what Sally, last thing, I'll let him show around Vegas right now. Show everyone where you're at. Yeah, he's loving it. He's absolutely, I think as Sally said on his story early,
big time, baby. We big time. We made it, Pick Vault. We fucking made it, Pick Vault. Let's go.
Yeah, as you said this morning, Sally, I think you died and you've been resurrected in heaven because you look like you're in heaven right now. The clouds in the background and obviously sports betting galore. So it's been a great podcast. And again, Pick Vault Nation, we'll see you next time. This has been an episode of the Pick Vault with Sally Picks 585 Bets. One more time, go follow him. If not, download the Pick Vault mobile app. And it is time to unlock your money today. Sally, we'll talk in a little bit. And as I mentioned before, everyone out there, make some money tonight. We'll see you later. We are OUT out.
You've been listening to the Pick Vault, America's premier sports gambling consultation firm, are ready to make you a winner and unlock your money. Make sure to hit the website at www.thepickvault.com. Find the app and subscribe to receive exclusive member content, including our picks, live updates, and sports news. Follow on Twitter and Instagram at The Pick Vault, taking sports gambling to the next level. Till next time, this is The Pick Vault, signing off.
This the Pick Vault. Gonna sit you down and listen to this real talk. Ain't no first or second option, this the default. Turning picks into these dollars, gonna let them fall. Raining down these daily winnings like an aerosol. Analytics calculated just to win it all. Problems when it comes to choosing, we got all them solved. Got the picks that needin' fixed and you know who to call. Cause this the Pick Vault.